We now have Arturo Alonzo, who's going to be running in Texas's 37th district against a Democratic incumbent, Rene Oliveira. Arturo is an Iraq War veteran, and I am very excited to find out about this district because the political history in terms of the corruption there is fascinating. So welcome to the program, Arturo.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
So first of all, let's get an idea of this particular district. So this is Texas's 37th. I've seen it described as the poorest district in the country.
Correct. It's the poorest district in the country. Let me break down some metrics for you. 643 families, which equals 1.3% of our population, have more cumulative wealth and make more money per year than the bottom 44,699 households, which is the 90.9%. When you have those levels of income inequality, when you have 47% of our people literally are working part-time, they're working less than 36 hours a week. 46% of our district, to be honest, has no health care. 43.1% are single mothers. 92.7% of all males 18 to 35 are literally living with their parents. And 46.3% of our district are living in abject poverty, making less than $13,000 a year. And when you have those things, when you have the political bourgeoisie pitching, right, everybody this theory of economic development, and they go to the outside world. One of the things you need to understand in South Texas is that you don't leave. Like, people here stay here. We're like the Sparta of Texas. And we have the best American values, the worst American values. We have the best Mexican values, and we have the worst. We are really interesting people, and I'm from the Valley and I'm proud being from South Texas. But here's the issue. In this theory of economic development, these individuals literally pitch, hey, come to the Valley, we have cheap labor. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, you literally are telling my mom, who makes $9.10 an hour, my uncle, who is undocumented and gets paid $50 for 8-10 hours. And that's if he's lucky. And you have a system in which we have made our workers peasants, A. B, I'm a small business owner. I decided to say, well, let's do this. And it's hard. I went to Iraq and I've never been afraid. I started my own small business and I'm scared. And when I see every small business owner struggling, when I see our workers getting paid $9, $10, 11 hours, when I see my friends having an addiction, and that is a Xanax addiction. My really good friend's brother 2 years ago just passed away, and it hurt. And then 2 months right after, another friend commits suicide. And then I come back and I see this for the first time. I was in the Army for 6 years, started working for the Democratic Party, legalizing weed in California, running the coordinated for Catholic Cortez Massos and Hillary out of the C4 table in Las Vegas, in Nevada. And I did all these things for a lot of people. And then I came back for New Year's, and it was the first time I didn't party. I actually stayed home, I'm not gonna lie. But alcohol brings the best and the worst of us. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when you are far and you're calling back home, everybody tells you, hey, it's okay. Everything's okay, everything's okay, everything's okay. And I came back, and in my friends' garages, there was always a story. And that story always brought tears. We have this natural perception of machismo, and you don't cry in public, right? But once you're driving back home, you're like, shit, this sucks. And it's one story after another and another and another. So I first started investing. I invested roughly, I took a $15,000 loan. I've spent over $46,000 out of my own pocket, and starting a C4, a progressive PAC for us. And that didn't work out well in the fundraising end. It worked really well in the grassroots. Mm-hmm. And it was just so much corruption. The guy that I'm running against, to be honest, John, my middle school was named after him. Wow. Like, literally, my middle school. I was born in 1990. He got his back in 1987. And when you have him being in power for 32 years, when you have less than 4.3% of all elected offices are women, when you have the highest level of corruption, like this guy and some others, like pretty much, I'm just going to be straightforward. It was him, it was the chairman, and it was a state senator, and it was a gentleman called Mark Chan. And the FBI came in, and it was $13 million, John, $13 million in bribes. And it just so happens that one left and became the chairman, and the other one took the full bullet. And all this is on record. This is the Brownsville Herald. This is the San Antonio Express. This is not me trumping, right? I believe in hashtag facts are facts. Straight up. Like, I just believe that God and science don't lie. And I think that if you're running for office, the only thing you need to have is integrity and being truthful to the people. But it's this guy commits suicide, man. Jumps off the bridge of the island. Right after that, his daughter commits suicide. When you look at the total campaign contributions, like if I run, which I am doing, and I win, I'll be the first one in the Valley who takes no money from any super PAC or special interest group. The average house race here is going to cost you between $420,000 to $1 million.
Wow.
Like, and we don't have general elections, John. So like, let that sink in. Like, these guys are spending $1 million for a house race that pays $7,000 a year.
Yeah,
makes no sense. And I'm capping myself in only spending $60,000. And the reason that I'm doing that is because we have a progressive flank that needs to be molded. And I, honest to God, think I used to be really handsome. I had hair. Now I'm bald. I'm pretty fat. And I honest to God think that if you work in politics and you actually work your district and you get things done, you cannot be in an elected office more than 6 years. That's just my personal opinion. And when you're literally spending over $67 per vote, because we have locally a thing called politiqueros. These are guys that get paid $50 to take our votes. We had one of these guys at the Starbucks, because I believe in saving money. I might be slightly Republican in that sense. But we're working at the Starbucks, and this guy just comes and tells our campaign manager, he's like, hey, you guys are going to lose. And he goes, who are you? And he's like, you don't know who I am. I'm Mr. Mata. I'm a ghetto, and if you don't hire us, you're going to lose. I don't know what this veteran thinks. I don't know who this veteran thinks he is, and trying to come here and say he's just going to run all grassroots. Yeah. So I am going against the establishment. I told my mom I'm not married. It's hard. It's hard. But I told her and I told my friends, like, if I lose, I'm becoming a priest, because I can't literally stay here because it hurts. It hurts to see your family every day struggling. It hurts to see your best friend's mom literally lose her job at 67 years old, brother. Like 67. She loses her job at Amphos, which was a naval shipwreck. She puts her kids into college. And now she got fired with no pay, just you're done. Terrible. And she's cleaning houses, John, cleaning houses in San Antonio. They lost their home, and welcome to Texas.
Yeah. No, that's very hard. And you're going around there and you're actually hearing the stories of these people that you know in a lot of cases have grown up with. And it's entirely possible that some of their elected leadership is not really that familiar with it. I wish that we had more time to go through, especially some of the details of the corruption in that region. It's just amazing. People should definitely look it up. But we do have to go. But I just wanted to say, if people are interested in finding out more about your campaign and perhaps volunteering, you do have a website, alonzofortexas.com, and alonzofortexas.com/donate if you're interested in doing that as well. I wish that we had more time, Arturo, but best of luck to you. I was actually just in the Valley as well in Sullivan City, and that's what I'd heard too, what you said early on, that people that are born there don't generally leave there. But in some cases it's for the best, because they need their best to stay and improve the situation for people there. So thank you very much for coming on the program.
Thank you, John. God bless you.